Welcome back on this Thursday. Let's start with Proverbs chapter 4, beginning a new chapter. Again, speaking of wisdom, but it looks a little bit different as we see today and tomorrow as in the introduction aspect of it, of how he introduces this section in. So let's just get started, verses 1 and 2. Hear, O sons, a father's instruction, and be attentive that you may gain insight. For I give you good precepts. Do not forsake my teaching. Again, indicates a new section, a call to listen, that what he is saying is good. This really sets up the section. Listen to me, for what I'm going to say is important. So let's continue. Verses 3 through 5. When I was a son with my father, tender, the only one in the sight of my mother, he taught me and said to me, let your heart hold fast my words. Keep my commandments and live. Give wisdom, get wisdom, get insight. Do not forget and do not turn away from the words of my mouth. The wisdom that Solomon is passing on is wisdom from his father. Wisdom, it points out the necessity, the importance of a father passing on the wisdom that he has received from the Lord, from his experiences to the children, to his children, so that they know what is right, what is wrong. The importance of helping them learn how to read the Bible, what to look for as you read it, what wisdom looks like to guide our lives, not following the ways of the world, but following the wisdom that God gives to us. That is a call of a father to pass on from generation to generation. It's important. If we don't teach them, who will? And no, it's not just up to the church to teach, because the children learn most from their parents and not from what they hear in church. Not just from what their parents teach, but what their parents demonstrate. If a father is talking about walking in wisdom, but he himself walks in folly or foolishness, follows after different ways, his actions will teach more than his words. So this teaching aspect is more than just speaking, but it is showing it as well. That importance that the father said to his son, and now this father is saying to his son, get wisdom, get insight. Do not forget and do not turn away from the words of my mouth. Let's continue. Verses 6 through 9. Do not forsake her, and she will keep you. Love her, and she will guard you. Speaking of wisdom, of course. The beginning of wisdom is this: get wisdom, and whatever you get insight. Prize her highly, and she will exalt you. She will honor you if you embrace her. She will place on your head a graceful garland. She will bestow on you a crown. These are all words that he received from his father. Now, maybe you remember that Sunday school story, that narrative about Solomon, when the Lord spoke to him in a dream and asked him what he wanted more than anything. Ask one thing and God would give it to him. And Solomon asked for wisdom. I don't think that it was by chance that he asked for wisdom. Perhaps the reason is because David instructed him on the ways of wisdom, of the importance of wisdom. David passed that on to his son Solomon, who then was requesting that, knowing that that was the thing that his father said was of most importance. Wisdom that comes from the Lord and not from our own understanding. Parents, what is the most important thing that you can pass on to your children and your grandchildren? It's wisdom of the Lord and not the wisdom of the world, but wisdom found in God's word in this book and throughout the Bible. We'll talk again tomorrow.